The Voice 17104.com. This is Zanetta Wingfield, and you're listening to The Voice 17104.com. The Voice 17104.com.
Good afternoon, fam. How everybody doing today? You know, we're back here at Rick's Place on The Voice 17104 with Pastor Chris Thomas.
Welcome back, sir. God bless you, man.
Good company. Discuss some things with you. Latest developments, really, in the Trump world. Trump's been indicted again, this time federally. Much more serious. Not that the state of New York doesn't have some serious situations for him, you know, but he's 37 counts.
Ooh.
He's 30, and misappropriation of these documents. They have indicted him, under the Espionage Act. Now, you do understand, they indict you under the Espionage Act. That's one of the elements of treason. It's treasonous conduct. An indictment. Before we go any further, let's go with this. A formal charge or accusation of a serious crime. Okay? This is the grand jury. This is an indictment that has indicted him on 37 counts. Now, in New York, they got him for 27. They indicted him. He has now been charged with an additional 37 counts. Under the second, under this indictment definition, a thing that serves to illustrate that a system or situation is bad and deserves to be condemned. These rapidly escalating crime figures are an indictment of our society. They're talking about Donald, which anyone that is astute has been watching this whole thing since before 2016. Know this to be true and correct. Two of his lawyers have already resigned after this indictment came out. Now, those that are abreast of the situation, those that are experienced in federal law, federal investigation, that have adjudicated in federal cases, or perfectly aware of how much difficulty the former president is in. But you got to understand, he is the author of this. He is the contractor of his own demise. He failed to realize that once you attacked America, you didn't understand that she was going to take the necessary steps to defend herself. You're not getting away with anything. America is coming after you with full vigor. She means to defend her existence, little man. And she's going to show you. And everybody around you understand this. They understood that when you attacked America, you, because you were the orchestrator, excuse me, of that whole January 6th, 2021 insurrection against the United States of America. You should have expected all of this. That you drew first blood. Well, America gonna make sure it's your last activity. All this running around and deception and these illusions. And the reason that you jumped into this presidential campaign in 2024 is you was hoping it was going to shield you. No. No, sir. No, sir. Jack's coming after you with full vigor. And all them other little acronyms that come under the Justice Department, FBI, CIA, NSA, oh, that's America, don't. The same old group of people you used to be in charge of. You didn't learn a thing about their capability. You were thinking. And let me tell you something else, folks. And you too, Donald. It's been 35 years, one level or another, in law enforcement. And when I got the rank of detective, we had a few joint investigations with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And in that capacity, I know they're really thorough. They truly are. These guys don't give up a lot of information. They want something from you, and that often annoyed police officers, especially criminal investigators. The guys want everything from us, but they give up very little. How they operate never bothered me, gave me a chance to learn something. Learning how they go about carrying out their investigations, handling their business. But one thing I learned about them is when they come for you, they got you. guys are not, they don't believe in taking no cliffhangers to court. No, there's no cliffhangers. You can believe that. They've gathered all the evidence necessary to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. So you've seen them indictments come down from the Justice Department and on Donald. They got you, Donald. You can believe that. But then they never indicted you. You don't believe in that. And they had some of the top notch investigators in those departments working on you. So you can run around the country and talk about which is your standard line. Everything's a witch hunt. Oh, they have every right to be after you. Then you attack America. Did you not attack this country? All right. All them buffoons up here, the Capitol steps, breaking out windows and running around, defecating in the hallways of the Capitol, and you got one woman killed. And then you attack the police officer, they killed her. Because she was attacking the Capitol. You're lucky there weren't others killed. Talking about killing the Speaker of the House, the Vice President of the United States. That is an attack on America, Donald. That is a war. You're lucky there weren't more casualties. But now when America strikes back, you forgot the speech that President Bush made in New York at the site of 9/11. I didn't. A terrorist act. What was January 6th, 2021? An attack on the Capitol building. A terrorist act. Was said in New York. Was given speech said, and the people that knock down these buildings will see us soon. Donald, did you miss that speech? I didn't. You can take that same speech and transfer it over to January 6th, 2021. The people that attacked this building and all therein will see us soon. And have they not? You fail to realize you attacked the president and you were president. That means you attacked your own government. Trying to be the strong man like Putin and Kim Il-sung and all your other buddies. You want to be a dictator. You're not here protecting any Americans, or you'd have never done that. Abraham Lincoln said, you can fool some of the people some of the time. Most of the people, most of the time. But not all of the people, all of the time. Another American president. And evidently, both of these guys, Bush and Lincoln, was smarter than you. No other president would have done that, Donald. No other president of this country would have done that. That's why you the only president that's ever been federally indicted for an attack on America. This is what this is all about, Donald. All of this is about January 6, 2021. It is hitting you in pieces. You know what that is for? So they can bury you. America is striking back. Oh, what a foolish man you are. How did you not realize? The more astute around you realize that. That's why they're getting away from you. They know what's going to happen to you. They already know that. They try to find a safe place for themselves. How in the audacity do you attack your own country and you're the president and not expect any repercussions? How do you do that? They're coming after you, Donald. And this is only the beginning. When all this was happening, I said, this is a very foolish man. And I'm a black man in America. We are well aware of what America do to you. Well aware of the days of bondage. And all they did was somebody, folks, took the chains off your arms and legs and around your waist, put them on your mind. I seen that when I saw a sprinkle of black folks that had nerve to be there on January 6, 2021. What were you doing there? And nobody there gave a good nothing about you. You already did, but then somebody should have hit you with a brick. Smack you in the mouth. Well, he's your hero. Watch what happens to your hero for his part in the attack on America. He went to run around after being indicted twice. Losing the case, it cost him $5 million on a sexual assault case in New York. Then he turns around and get indicted in New York, 27 counts. Turn around and get indicted on federal for 37 counts. Do you not see the water rising now? This pool is filling up. And I don't think you're able to swim. And you can't drink all that water. But you are the orchestrator of all of this. All you had to do is shut up. Listen to your attorneys, even the bad ones. The Cindy Powell's, the Rudy Giuliani's, like that. Look what happened to them. What the attorneys that, yeah, now they're not going down with you, Donald. These guys went to school a lot of years, law school, came to law degree, passed the bar, and they're not throwing their careers away for you. No, no, they're not. Because they see what's happening now. These guys are students of the law. They have experience. They know what's going to happen to you. But they also know you did it to yourself. They're well aware of that. You're a buffoon now. You might as well just took a grenade, opened it up, and held it to your chest. Because that's what you did. You blew yourself up. Trying to be the master of the world. You're never ever going to be that, Donald. Ever. Just something very, very demented about that. When an individual can stand there in the mirror, it's like Chris Christie said, this guy's in love with the mirror. Why only somebody could be around you long enough to know that. And you have stood there and convinced yourself. And that's sad, dude. Convinced yourself that you're worse than Simon Bar Sinister. You remember, those of you out there remember Simon? Simon was one of these kids who watched Underdog. And he was one of the Underdog's foes. That's strong. Simon was another one that stood in there and said, I, Simon Bar Sinister, shall rule the world. We as kids knew he was stupid. We knew that. We laughed. But that's strong. Simon Bar Sinister. Well, they're going to teach you a lesson, Simon. America is going to teach you a lesson. Understand that? To my brothers and sisters out there who watch Roots, remember Alex Haley's book they made into a miniseries? I watched the whole thing. In fact, I have the miniseries in my home. I bought it. Kunta Kinte came to America as a captured individual. They made him a slave. These slaves aren't born, they're made, folks. Riddler, being older, played by Louis Gossett, fine actor, another fine actor. I will miss him a lot. But Louis Gossett had Kunta Kinte when they was trying to get him to accept his name as Tue. His name was Kunta Kinte. But, and this is in keeping with the lessons they're going to teach Donald. How do you say it? Go bad. But I just couldn't understand him at first. Because Fiddler was born into slavery. He was born in this country. Trying to tend to Toby's wounds and And in the end, Philip understood, but in the beginning, he just couldn't. And he said, let me tell you something, African Guinea man. Use in a marker. You get me my meaning? Use in a marker. That's way. Toby just could wrap his mind around that. Gunther said, look, you born here, man. I wasn't born here. I was born a free man. I just can't get with that. But the word about the young man's life. In the end, he told Gunther, you know who you be? You be Gunther. No Toby. But look, just wonder what it would like to be free. To have the spirit that Gunther had. As he tended his wounds, he cried like a baby. But the lesson that he was trying to give Gunther will be given you, not on you in America. And America not gonna tolerate you and nobody like you. You shouldn't have never been the president. But they're coming for you, though. They want to teach you the lesson that you will never forget. And all your followers that feel you can attack this country and get away with it. Keep watching this unfold, folks. You're not going to believe what is about to happen. I am. Because we in America, just like Philip said. Good talking to you today. Good being with you. I'll see you next week. They ain't gonna teach Donald a lesson. He'll never forget. Well, if he survives.
Sure.
If he survives. I don't want to go that far.